Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here. I'm back for some more uh, Magic Duels story mode. So we are here, still with Battle for Zendikar, and now we're going into the fourth phase of things. Yeah, that's right. This arc is already getting to its tailing edge here, but there's gonna be another one after this one, so we're gonna be heading in. And as this one you can see will be featuring Nissa. So finally, someone other than Gideon for a change is doing something in Zendikar. So let's get into this one. You consult with the other Planeswalkers. You all agree that Ulamog must be stopped, but you disagree over strategy. Kiora refuses to compromise and storms off into the sea. Oh well, there goes our merfolk Planeswalker. She just walked off. Or swam off, technically. You can't afford to lose more of your team. You must convince Nissa and Jace to trust your plan. So this is about them banding together to do things, but you're actually going against Nissa as you're trying to convince her that you have the fighting skills necessary. So again, we're back to Gideon. Like, seriously, when will Nissa get to actually show some action here rather than just being a feature? Oh well, we're getting there. This is your opponent, but Jace strengthens her fight against you. If you need a refresher on Planeswalker cards, you can find the skill quest in the help and options menu. I did that part first to make sure everybody knew how this part works. That's why I did those first, is the tutorials. So people know what in the world a Planeswalker card is. The fact is they're a little different than others, so admittedly that is something that others might not necessarily... Ooh, 2 of these in one shot. And Gideon's Reproach for a little retort. This is like this is like pretty super multicolor, so this is going to be interesting. I can't play anything perfectly first, but I can power up pretty quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this hand, but because I don't know what all I'll have access to otherwise, I'll play Evolving Wilds. And sack it to get a new one. So let's see. Okay, it looks like I just have red, green, and white in this deck anyhow. So I think I'll just grab another mountain for general mana. And you never know when you're going to need that red, so there we go. But yeah, we have Gideon's army versus Nissa and Jace. Jace Bellerin right here is the Planeswalker card. So this is one way of doing the team up, and it kind of represents what a Planeswalker kind of is like having a whole other extra character fighting along with you. So it's like having 2 players, so it's like a real team up. In this case, he's got some special abilities. Now the thing is, this version of Jace, you can't actually get as part of your collection in Magic Duels. Again, anytime you don't see what set it's from in the game, that means you can't actually get it as part of Magic Duels. You can still have it in moments like these, like in the story mode, though. Or whether or not you do, you'll at least see them. Now, he's got +2, each player draws a card. That means, as a quick refresher, that means that he gets 2 loyalty counters for using this, because he uses this ability. So each player draws a card. -1 target player draws a card, so it could be either like just them drawing a card or me, depending on if they want to try to overflow me. -10. Now, and remember, whenever they have negative, that means they subtract that many loyalty counters. A Planeswalker that's at 0 has to go to the graveyard, and they can't use an ability that costs more than they have left. So, yeah. So, again, refresher on Planeswalkers. But yeah, -10, so this is what's kind of referred to as an ultimate. Target player puts the top 20 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. That's a very big ability. And yes, you will be seeing this version of Jace again in the story mode eventually. And if you can charge that up, it really helps in that mission, but otherwise, not entirely necessary, but it's still useful. Okay, I also got a copy of Smite the Monstrous here. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. I think I'm going to, because all these are white, I think I'm going to play a Plains. So I'm going to get my white mana ready. So I'm going to off to a slow start, and I'm going to need to take that out somehow. Oh, Warren Reef Survivalist. Remember this from earlier? This is gonna get interesting. Yeah, that whole ridiculous number of +1/+1 counters thing. That's definitely going to be impressive. Wow, they are just throwing cards at me. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go a little extra multicolor here and play myself a forest and get my veteran war leader out. Doesn't have enough ability to take that out yet. So I can't really block that without it going out. But the next turn I should be able to. I wasn't able to settle this against it. But I might be able to provoke it into blocking next turn. Undergrowth Champion. Elemental. If damage will be dealt to Undergrowth Champion while it has a +1/+1 counter on it, prevent that damage and remove a +1/+1 counter from Undergrowth Champion. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Undergrowth Champion. Okay, so this one counts up and down a lot. But it doesn't start with counters. I'm really hoping I don't have to redo this. Holy gosh, I'm getting so much cards because of that ability. It's all over the place. On the other hand, that could go in my favor in another way. And after all, I'm going to be able to use this myself. So now I got 2 at 2/2 here, and I'll be able to attack with this and try to slow down Jace. Let me see here. Out of this, I think I'll take that first strike for this. So I'll tap this. I'll gain first strike. I'll try to take Jace out. You can't do that in the middle of attacking, by the way. At least I don't think you can. You might be able to. Anyway, I just slowed down Jace a little. Nice, come on. Go for it. You know you wanna. Uh-huh. Now that one has a +1/+1 counter on it, but I can take that thing out before it grows super big. So, poof. Okay, there you go. Now I can cast this as soon as that thing grows a little bit more, actually. Giant Mantis has reach and is a 2/4. So we have a really big bug. Sort of. Okay, I'm getting tons and tons of cards. Oh my gosh. Had a free blade. Whenever Had a Free Blade or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a +1/+1 counter on Had a Free Blade. Okay, that's good to know. That's powering up. That's powering up, so I'm getting some charges going here. I think I'll go with the Lantern Scout. Because it'll give them lifelink. Oh, the charge up. Okay, this is officially getting interesting. So let's go on the attack. Can't block at all. Let's see, can I use that ability? Yeah, I can use it while attacking. So, the question is, should I? So right now I've got these two holding back to help me. And I don't see First Strike being necessary right now, or the other abilities, so I'm just going to go with it. Wonk. There goes 2 rounds worth of using Jace. My life points just jumped up a bit. I don't think I have the ability to do anything else right now. So I'll just have to end my turn. That landfall ability has got me to be able to do this. Territorial Ballast. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, Territorial Ballast gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Now, this one you can get on Battle for Zendikar. So just showing that one will work. Okay, they're being defensive. Good for them. Okay, let's put out a planes here since I've got so many. Get that lifelink charged up again. Okay, yeah. I am going to use Smite the Monstrous to destroy this destroy this Undergrowth champion before it grows out of control. So goodbye, thank you. Let's go on to the attack. Can't block at all. Oh, they decided not to block at all. They're just letting it through. So wonk. Sorry, Jace. But yeah, the thing about Planeswalkers is you can target them as if they were the player, so whenever you'd otherwise get the opportunity, you can do it that way. Because again, they kind of count as an extra player. Sorry, Jace, you're down. It's just you now, Nissa. I could have theoretically given him Vigilance so he'd keep going, but we'll see. That thing's getting fairly large, though. Will it attack? Nope. They're going defensive now. Another Mantis. Okay. Snapping Gnarly. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, Snapping Gnarly gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So it's kind of like a lesser version of the other one. Yeah, it's a lesser version of that. Okay, so let's pop another Plains. Veteran War Leader again. Oh gosh, here we go. So I am going to actually use this ability a bit. I'm going to grant myself a few abilities. I will take that, gain First Strike, take this, gain Vigilance, and see, I don't think they're going to let me go all the way to the trample here. Just in case. could use this one. Yeah, it has. Yeah, all. I'm gonna go with all three. Still have this just in case. Gideon's Reproach in case they try blocking with anything. Which they probably will. Okay, they're trying to take this out, but I'm not going to let them. Goodbye, Giant Mantis. Crunch. Okay, both of them are gone, and I still get to strike. So that was a good run there. Again, I could have went with Trample, but then I wouldn't have a dedicated second defender just in case. But I don't think they got anything with haste. Orn Reef Hydra. Oh my gosh. Trample, landfall, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Orn Reef Hydra. If that land is a forest, put 2 counters on it instead. Yikes. That's big. I have bigger, but still, it's kind of dramatic that the Hydra comes out. Okay, they were just able to afford that, so that helps. Okay, I will play that mountain. Play my had a free blade. Yes, I had a free blade, and it was nice. Okay. Wow, I'm triggering so many effects this round. Okay, so let's see here. This one I want to kind of keep away with. So, first strike. I'll take trample. This one I'll do the same things with. So I'll take first strike, and I'll take trample. Okay, now the thing is, it can only block one, and a lot of this is getting through no matter what. So this is going to be ridiculous. I'm going to save this one behind as a blocker, because it's more than enough to take out that Hydra. So I'm not going with the Vigilance this time, just because, for one thing, I've ran out of extra allies. And I want to keep at least one behind, just in case. So convincing Nissa is getting a little interesting. And first strike means I don't even take damage from that. Oh, look at the just look at how much health I've got by comparison. It's ridiculous. 63-7. Ah. Okay. Sometimes you get something ridiculous like that to happen. I've done that personally in random games, so just didn't think it was happening in story mode so easily. Oh, another one. Okay. Here we go again. Now, do you have a land to power that up? Do ya? Up. I figured it would happen this time. I figured they'd have a land. Okay, so let's do this again, same way. So I'm gonna do the same thing, because if I have first strike and then they, well, actually, let's try first strike and vigilance, and the other one being first strike and trample. Let's see if they pay attention. Probably will, because the computer's gonna think about that. Because I've got so much life to spare right now that I could conceivably just go all out. So I have trample, I have that. Let's have this one also have vigilance. So this one just has a bit, but now I'm gonna just go all out, and this will probably finish this, because I can only block one. Still, oh my gosh, this combo is just wacky. Boink. Well, 0 to 63, folks. That was intense. I think Nissa is convinced that Gideon knows what he's doing now. Seriously, that was ridiculous. And we'll have more of the completed army of Gideon in the next one, apparently. Oh, and yeah, doing questing. You and the other Planeswalkers agree on a plan to contain Ulamog and defeat him. Each of you has an important role to play. While Nissa and Jace assemble the Hedrons to trap the Titan, you hold the encroaching... again, my lips. It doesn't help that I'm having a partial hearing issue right now. But while Nissa and Jace assemble the Hedrons to trap the Titan, you hold the encroaching Eldrazi forces at bay. The thing is, the Hedrons are these special stones, kind of like Stonehenge. They were designed to have a special energy that would contain the Eldrazi and put them into a kind of a deep slumber. But they could do other things as well. This was originally how the Eldrazi were kept from actually causing danger to the planes. But something happened, they went out of alignment, and now the Eldrazi are loose. And hence this whole issue with Zendikar. So, yeah. So, hence, if you're wondering what a Hedron was, think giant magic stones in a careful array like a Stonehenge to hold magical beings like Eldrazi in eternal slumber. So, yeah, now you probably get the idea. Meanwhile, you can see here that they're already kind of starting, because Gideon is clearly doing his thing. he's like, yeah, this is my idea, and I've decided to be the one who's mostly the distraction, keeping the Eldrazi back while you guys do the big magic. So, this is my job. I got this. And look, he's using like that special thing that he has on his arm as a lasso to literally just rope the Eldrazi. He's like, yoink! He's like, get along, little doggy. He's being such a cowboy in this picture. You gotta appreciate that. Oh well. Oh, this has been interesting. But for now, I'll be heading off. So this has been Glitch Reaper, and it'll be good to get back to some more Magic the Gathering next week. For now, I'll be logging off, so hope to hear from y'all later, and bye for now, everybody.